Good morning, my friends. It's like 7 something, 7:15, and Monday morning, yesterday, I spent a lot of time in bed, and Saturday I had my first whatnot sale out of my storage unit, and I was like, I'm gonna go here every day, and I woke up with so much anxiety, and I was so twisted, and I was just like, oh my god, I sold 10 items, and I overthink everything, but I was like, really? I have, thousands of things in here, and I can't even get to most of it, and I just got really overwhelmed, and I talked myself out of it, and then I just kind of had a crash out day, but towards the end of the day, I was like, this wasn't a crash out day. This day was very necessary. What's up? I hear the water too, buddy. I'm rinsing my thing. The dog hears it. Please hold. So towards the end of the day, I talked to my friend for most of the day. We were sending voice notes back and forth, but towards the end of the day, I turned YouTube on, and there was a thumbnail from Abraham Hicks, and it said to appreciate the pause. And sometimes the pause is, so you can recalibrate and catch up, and, changes. It takes a while sometimes, for everything to align, and appreciate the pause. So that's what I did. I learned, I don't want to say that I was perfect. I want to say that about 80% of it, I was like, okay, I need it today. I still got the 20% of the negative self-talk, and that sucks. That sucks, and I'm just really trying to get rid of that. I gotta turn this water off because my dog won't stop barking. Anyway, I had to face some realities yesterday that, I beat myself up, and I'm like, God, you've been 3 years in here and you're still not, like, on your feet. You're not making money. You're not working a job. And it's like, I know that people think I'm fucking crazy that haven't experienced what I've experienced, but I'm here to do what I'm supposed to be here to do. So I need to make that fucking work. And really, for 3 fucking years, I was in a very toxic situation. When I met him, he had a lot of issues. He was on a lot of prescription pills that some doctor put him on, and like 12, like a lot, like the biggest, greatest cocktail you could get, because yay drug companies. And he was drinking, and when I met him, he was like, I really want to talk to you about that. And then he even went so far as saying, we should both heal and work on ourselves, and that's what our YouTube channels could be about. And I was like, that is right up my alley, because that is what I'm talking about on my YouTube channel, is what I'm going through, and basically the story. I want the story to be how I overcame it, but like right now, healing isn't linear, so it doesn't always feel like I'm really getting anywhere. And that sucks. So yeah, I gotta give myself some stop beating myself up, because for 3 years, he was also a dismissive avoidant, and that did not go well with my childhood wounds. Okay, so it's made me fucking crazy, but also I think that relationship was very necessary as part of my growth, and I am okay with it. I wish him well. I have a lot of love for him, and I hope he has the best life. I don't know what that means for him, but I hope he does have the best life. I hope everybody has the best life. But I know that I can't be my best self with somebody who's dismissive and avoidant. it wasn't my best self at all. So um, I kind of regrouped, and I'm working on some of the other projects that I have right now, at least today, and then I'll think about going to the storage unit a little later. And yeah, I'll think about that. I'll think about going to the storage unit later. But no, I have some other projects. One of the things that I was thinking about that I hadn't done, and I'm mad about, is that, I have such it's almost like I've been rejecting money, and I'm not worthy of money. And I mean, I think that's my childhood wound too, and then I'm playing it out, and it's like right here in my face, because I have a monetized channel, and on YouTube, and I quit using it. I mean, I quit putting a video out every day. I was doing videos every day for quite a while, and I've treated that channel like a stepchild for a long time, and it was there to provide for me and give me an artistic outlet and all of that. So I'm gonna correct that. I'm watching my neighbor over there because I need to ask somebody for a ride to the post office today. Anyway, I need to stop treating that like a stepchild, so I'm challenging myself to like 50 new videos. I don't mean like one after the other, but I mean like do 50 videos and get my head back into the game of my Psychedelic Zen channel. My channel is called Psychedelic Zen. My brain is a little fried from my awakening and the things that I am processing, and it's like anybody else who talks about their awakening journey. Like, you can't work a traditional job, and you just can't wrap your head around it. I mean, so I need to work on the things that work for me, and that is one of them. I do get money from Google or AdSense, YouTube, from my channel. So I'm gonna make that work. I gotta make that work. And what else do I have? I have my store, and I'm offering talk sessions. I'm offering a lot of different things. I just don't know that I'm not promoting it or what. I'm probably not promoting myself, because I've never really promoted myself very well. Even when I was a realtor, I wasn't like a go-getter. I was like a passive. I'm going to passively market to you because marketing felt so gross. And, promoting yourself feels a little weird too when you've always lived small. But I don't want to live small, so I have to learn how to promote myself. And I think the best thing that I can do, like, I have t-shirts and I have things you can buy on my site, and I'm collecting and sharing all of the heart rocks, all of the universe's love that I found sprinkled all about. And those are, one of a kind things. But one of the best things I can do really is to offer my time and talk sessions, because that is how we start repairing the earth, by repairing ourselves and our souls. And I firmly believe that. And I know a lot of it sounds woo, but it's really not. It's really real. And we have a lot of craziness going on in the world, and a lot of people are really confused, and but we gotta find our souls again and figure out what's important, and stop walking around like shells of a human. So I think, honestly, the best thing that I can do is to promote my Talk with Courtney sessions, and to work on my podcast. And I think my goal is to find somewhere I can be for about 6 months, and really like take the survivalness out of it, figure out the next steps, when I became unable to pay my bills, I just quit paying them. So I probably need to file bankruptcy and figure out my next move so that I can go forward and I'm no longer in like a holding pattern. And that's what all of this life has been for me, has been like a holding pattern. And I'm ready to catch up. I'm ready to be in my body. I'm ready to like live the life that I deserve. Mentally, I'm there for the most part. I mean, some days I do still have those cloudy days, but mentally I'm there and I'm ready. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to do what I came here to do. And I didn't go through what I experienced to not share all of the knowledge and the things that I've learned from my experience. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I'm here, and I'm not at all trying to be like, I want to share my story because I'm so important, and it does not come from ego. It comes from, there's other people who've experienced this that are going through this just like I did, and they are so alone, and they need somebody to be like, dude, I've been there. And that's where I want, where sharing my experience is helping others. There's a lot of people who've not had awakenings that are, you know, I guess if I understand it, like I had this whole thing happen, and you know, it changed me like this, and people are like, whoa, she lost her marbles, and perhaps I did to somebody that's still holding on to all of your marbles, but why are you going through life with all of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are here to evolve, and of course, people whose life revolves around, you know, the security of the sameness. Of course, they're gonna think that I'm different and rogue, but for me, the sameness is like chaotic to me. I don't like waking up and doing the same thing. I want new experiences and new things that I can grow from, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying this morning. I need to work on my articulation this morning. Speaking of morning, I don't even think we should say that. I think it's a bad word. I think we should say grand rising. You know, and I really, 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 really hate it when people say morning, like they're not even going to give me a good on it. They're just going to say morning. I hate that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't greet me that way. Don't greet me that way. Words are spellings. You have to know this. I'll hook you up in the wisdom department. Okay. All right. Click the subscribe button if you're new to me, and like my video. Leave a comment down below. Send some hearts. It's a good way to spread some love. And I need to monetize my channel. I've been not 100% focused, but now I'm going to be focused. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to get to a safer spot. I'm going to get to a place that I can create and relax and breathe. And then the world's going to have to watch